But honestly, one of my first major roles as a leader would be in Virginia as an E6, right? So because for us, like within 2 years of graduating EOD school, I was in Virginia. So when I put on senior tech, I got qualified as a team leader or EOD supervisor. And so both of those Iraq deployments I did, I was in charge of our missions. So like, and so that's where I think the first, like the most important like role started was like going out on doing missions and trying to keep us alive, right? That's where I think that was my first major role as a supervisor, as a leader. And then San Diego would be my first one where I actually got my first platoon, and then I was in charge of all these other different things on another level, right?
And I mean, I guess for me, I'm also looking at it like you're not just an operative control, but you also administratively have got to take care of all these people and the care and the feeding and the training, and you got to pay your bills, Timmy, right?
Yeah.
Because you know the higher up you get, the more you're supposed to care about these people, and then that adds so many different dimensions because we just wish we could focus on doing the job, right? But if a person's not well at home or if they're not well at in their health, then they're probably going to not be able to do the job. And then we have to start to
Yeah.
figure.
But in going to Baghdad and stuff in Ramadi, like, yeah, because if you're going on those missions and everything's not right, like here, you ain't paying attention with those things, right? Like that's and the missions I was telling about that we did earlier, like there we were dealing with some dangerous stuff. There was numerous times where I walked away and I was like, man, I'm glad I got all my digits right now. There was some times where it was because we actually lost, like that's where we started. So like one time we lost a guy from my command, and literally my wife asked me like the day like a couple days afterwards, she talked to me. She's like, I literally just had dinner with his wife right before they found that he passed away. She was like, are you doing things like that? And I was like, and she asked me to give her she's like, tell me. And I was like, yeah. I was like, you want to know honestly? And she's like, yeah. I was like, I almost died 2 days ago. This was what happened to me. And I was like, I'm surprised that I got nothing wrong with me. And she was like, oh. And I realized at that point that I should have never told her that.